大家好。那么 NBA2K19 这个游戏也是刚刚发售的，所以我还是其实我还没有打过一场 NBA2K19 的比赛，刚入手这个游戏啊，所以呢，我今天呢给大家带来这视频呢，就是来一场完整的比赛 NBA2K19， 我来使用湖人队来对阵的是这个金州勇士队，就是詹皇的湖人对全明星的勇士啊，你可以看勇士这个首发阵容啊，还有替补阵容，这个就是一个全明星阵容。那么 NBA2K19 呢，我之前视频啊，昨天出的视频给大家说了，它变化不大，在球队上面除了这个现役球员的变化之外，像一些经典队都没有什么太大的变化，操控也没有太大的变化，但是呢，操控确实是不一样，跟2K18不一样，它的感觉还有它的 AI 和电脑的控制都不一样了。所以今天呢，我来打一场完整比赛，来看一看这个游戏什么性质的这个游戏。因为新上手的这个 NBA2K 呢，都是截然不同的。不管你2K18玩得多好，2K19呢，实际上是一个全新的系统，内容可能一样，但是系统和电脑方面会做全新的调整。我来进行这场比赛，也就是表演吧，给大家看一看这个 NBA2K19 的这个比赛什么样子，它的感觉和 NBA2K18怎么样？到目前为止，我感觉操控确实不一样。因为这些都是默认的数值了，电脑这个设定我也没有改，上来就打比赛完了。詹皇是湖人队小前锋23号。这球漂亮。
I was trying to think of how many times LeBron looks like he's off balance or in a spot he doesn't want to be. Doesn't happen all that often. Two more there.
Durant, the pass to Green. Rebounded by McGee. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start off the game. Out to Ingram. Back to LeBron. Ingram setting a pick for LeBron. 6 on the shot clock. Misses from close range.
Well, the D did their job there.
整体的这种比赛节奏、比赛感觉呢，和 NBA2K18 稍微不一样。但是我直观体现到的是它的有些运球的设定，还有一些细节上面有所变化。
Deep. Rondo can't get it to go. And it's the Warriors' ball.
And Draymond Green, an extremely vocal leader. He's in his teammates' ears, always trying to keep them on edge. Also in his opponent's ears as well. And then there's the official. He tends to like to get in their ears as well.
Curry kicks to Thompson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And one on Caldwell-Pope.
Such a natural shooter. That's Thompson's calling card coming out of Washington State as a Cougar, and he's added to his game now. Always one of the premier 2 guards that steps on the floor for any NBA season. Thompson, another one of those sons of former players. I wonder what that's like. Michael Thompson, his dad, the #1 overall pick many years ago.
当然 NBA2K 这游戏呢，它是在新赛季开始之前的1个月发售，也就是它给 NBA 预热，游戏先出。当然，在游戏在这个赛程中间呢，有些球员的调整，
coming out of high
交
school.
易
So
也
here's a
会
little trivia for
及
you,
时的
Kevin.
更新，
Alongside Luke Walton
所以
and
现
his
在的
father,
阵容呢
Big
也
Red
肯定会是要更
Clay
新
and
的。
Michael Thompson, the only father-son NBA duo
在开赛的时
with
候，
multiple
还
titles.
有赛中
I
会
just
更
got
新
one.
的，所以这还是要有一些交易。
Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll
哎，这个球好，麦
We
基
talk a lot about the monster games that LeBron
借到
James
湖人了
has and putting a bunch of points on the board, but sometimes
麦
we
基
just
上
forget
赛季
about
好
how
像是勇
brilliant
士
a
队的，
playmaker and passer he is.
Hard, he's checked in for the Lakers. Lonzo Ball comes in for Rajon Rondo. And the Warriors also making a change. Iguodala's checked in. The Lakers with LeBron wasted no time trying to surround him with free agent signings, Greg, to help round out the supporting cast.
Names came in rapid succession after LeBron committed. Caldwell Pope, Rondo, Stevenson all joined in short order. We'll see how far this team goes, but you cannot deny how interesting things have gotten with this roster.
Ingram must screen on Curry. Here's Ball. An easy layup after coming off the pin.
I'm a fan of how Ball uses that size inside. Excellent at getting his shot off close to the basket.
英格兰姆
Pass to Curry. Green, the screen. A shot by Curry, no good.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that.
Well,
Hey,
it's like
oh,
Thanksgiving out
here's
here,
the count.
carving out space off the screen, couldn't complete the play.
Warriors trail by 6. 1:53 left in the first quarter. Green, the screen. Thompson outside. Off the run. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the Lakers get called for the foul. Klay Thompson came into this NBA with a well-earned reputation as a shooter, Brent, but did you ever think he'd become such a potent
他
defender?
的一些操作取让都就是操作的按键啊，这些都没有改
In the
变。
early part of his
主
career,
要就是
Klay Thompson had to take the
个人
better
感觉他
scoring
一
of
些
the guards
这种
on those nights. It
投篮动
shifted
作还
back
有一
to
些
Klay
小
Thompson
的细
as
节，
a more well-rounded
这些方面
understanding
做出
not
了
only of what he can do
改
defensively,
动。
but more of what the opponents that he faces on a nightly basis are trying to do against him.
Livingston kicks to Thompson. 1:14 left in the first quarter of the game. On the money with the shot from the left block. Thompson's got 8.
Look at his eyes there, Kevin. On the basket at all times. He's used to fighting over aggressive defenders.
Easily the screen to the middle. And no good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way.
And they rolled over this team last season, beating them every time they faced off.
Yeah, it was a completely one-sided season series, and that was no surprise to anyone. This first game between them should give us an idea if they're on a little more even ground this season. You know, he has single-handedly helped them carve into this lead thanks to his scoring in the court.
Now Ball. Easily the screen. Ball the pass to Beasley.
哎，坏了，
Stolen by Livingston. And now it's Livingston running. He can go all the way. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Can't sneak the ball around the long arms of Livingston. It clogs up the passing lanes well.
Easily the screen. Here's Ball. Ball
哎，好球！
slams it in.
我说这个也是回敬的一个扣篮。
Energy that we're seeing, this one's got the feeling like it's going to go down to the wire.
And if it does, as evenly as these two teams have played here, it's anyone's guess who's going to come out on top.
这比赛结
A
束。
good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Notching a 50, 40, 90% season is a rare feat indeed. And Steph Curry, one of the
Your field goal percentage as a whole is the
采访
toughest
库里
one. You're gonna have some
反
open
正他
shots,
这
you're
个
gonna have some tough shots, but
形
having
象
that
非
level
常
of
做的非常
consistency,
像了，越来越像。
And consistent excellence certainly is the key. Curry brings
第二节
it
比赛
night
开始
in
了。
and night out.
And as tough as it is to hit those marks, he just seems to make it look easy.
Looking back taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing?
I mean, really good with their post presence, and it's really.
这样让我看一看这个比赛设定。在比赛中你是可以改难度的，这点好像跟2K18不一样，2K18好像是你在游戏进行中不能改难度。那么刚才我把难度换成了全明星，往上升了，增加难度，因为我觉得刚才那个难度。我觉得最终增加一下，我想看看大家来体验一下这个游戏的体验，看看它升高难度之后是怎么样。
He said they had the recession, lead in the water. It was like an urban war zone. We probably moved 14 times before I was 16.
我也是仍然在熟悉这个游戏之中。这也算是我第一场的 2K19 的完整比赛。
Tremendous work ethic, David. Thank you.
处子秀啊 ，NBA 2K19 处子秀，献给了大家。
Over Hart. The shot by Thompson, no good.
No doubt disappointed with that one. He'd love to have that one back.
Yeah, I'd put that play on repeat. The setup was perfect. Just need a better result next time.
Ball kicks to Beasley. Good. Beasley's got the lead up to 6 now for the Lakers. So many teams switching the pick and roll, and we can see it defensively what it does. Our offense is countering.
I think the offense is what they're doing, Kevin, is being selective as to who it is comes out to set the pick. If I'm Steph Curry or I'm Kyrie Irving, and I know there's a big defender guarding my 4-man or my 5-man, I'm going to call that screen up to the top of the key and make sure that I can go at the weaker defender that's guarding either one of my players to gain advantage. Now, last season's championship round, the 4th straight time that the Warriors faced off with the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's the first time in North American sporting history that has ever happened in the Major 4 sports. And once again, the Golden State Warriors brought the trophy back to the Bay Area.
A team swap here for the Lakers. Different look here for the Warriors. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Jordan Bell. Green comes in for Uretka. Durant's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Klay Thompson. Brent, next to the 1975 banner, the Warriors unfurling yet another championship banner. And when you look at the journey for this franchise, Brent, what comes to mind?
Well, I think about how many things for them just lined up perfectly, Kevin. The general manager being from the Bay Area, being in tune with what goes on in the city, and then the timing of the decision for Steve Kerr to be choosing between joining the New York Knicks and him choosing not the East Coast, but the West Coast to build this empire. It's been pretty remarkable ever since those decisions were made, what the Warriors have built around the NBA game with those two guys in place.
难度上升之后呢，
3-point shooter for a big man. What makes Cousins so dangerous at that end?
Here's James. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And where have the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and 3-point shot attempts so far for Los Angeles.
And they've really shied away from the mid-range. That's a new school style, and looking for shots beyond the arc and at the rim. Those tend to be far more efficient.
Even with all of the impressive number of seasons under his belt, LeBron James retains this kind of remarkable drive and competitive spirit.
Here's Cousins, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
The guy is capable of so many things like that on the offensive
找完
end.
难度之后，
Anytime you lose
这个
sight
电脑
of him,
果然
he's got
是
huge
厉
advantage.
害，厉害很多。
He is screen on Curry.
我还没有试过别人他们
He's
别人
had
那
some
会
playing
非常恐
time,
怖
but。no scoring yet from him. And this was the call on Curry. That's his first foul. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Here's LeBron. Bank shot.
哎呀，
No good.
进不了
You know,
球
they
了
don't
现在。
score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Well, LeBron making one of the biggest splashes over the summer, signing with the Lakers, and Greg, it happened pretty fast.
And the Lakers front office have been recruiting LeBron
现
hard.
在金州勇士队才向真正的金州勇士全明星队。
What to expect before making his decision. Kobe's words seem to be a big
队形扣飞了，
Once again, the Mamba doing everything he can to help the Lakers.
Thompson for three. The shot missing. And it's the Lakers the other way.
正王中，
Credit for the team around him. They're picking up the slack here tonight. Just can't buy a bucket right now.
Orlando just knows how to wheel and deal and has that exceptional feel for when one of his guys is open.
Green passes to Cousins. Curry, good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Curry's got the lead, back up to 2 now for the Warriors. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And guys, Cousins blindsided fans and players alike by going to Golden State this past offseason. Cousins knew he'd have to take a prove-it-type deal when he entered free agency after that Achilles tear. The deal with the Warriors was put together and finalized fast, and kudos to the Warriors front office for striking when the iron was hot.
Durant against LeBron, over Durant. And Cummins, they'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Power personified right there in number 23, LeBron James. Wow.
Well, the big story in the offseason was LeBron's free agency. You knew that there would be a ton of rumors flying around about where he might end up. Honestly, I'm sure he's glad it's over with and can once again
他
focus.
这个罚篮，我感觉
And for LeBron,
按照他的这个投篮条摁的那个差不多地方，他也不会进，
It's hard because
就是进的几率啊，也是
story in the NBA.
也会有不进的几率，
In sport,
不进几率也很大，感觉比2K18的大。
shifted the outlook of the entire
也许我还没有熟悉这个操作。
and teams were just waiting to see what he do before the dominoes start to fall.
he shot well from the line, going 4 for 5.
And he was 73% from the line a season
不
ago.
进几率非常的大呀，
In that regard.
And the Lakers with some changes. Kyle Kuzma comes in for
可能跟难度也有关
And。Lance Stevenson subbed in for Brandon Ingram. And James pulls it down. Lakers have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Takes it from 10, and it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. Thompson in the corner. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Thompson's got 13.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individualism.
And stolen by Cousins. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Outside, Green. Curry against Rondo. From the arc. And another 3
我
for
靠
Golden State.
A thing of beauty. Steph
电脑
Curry
三
shot
分
from
也上来了，
distance. Pure.
那么变态的准。
And here's LeBron outside. A shot off that time. And a pretty tightly contested game here. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq, and Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something they can hang their hat on. The second quarter largely belonged to them as they took charge of the game and jumped out to a 5-point lead at the break. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kent. And now with the second half about.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and through 2 quarters, he's been lights out. And you know he's going to look to add to those totals.
And defensively, hard to force him out of the rhythm at this point because he has a number of ways with which he can beat you.
And Golden State looking at who they got. Curry and Thompson are the 1 and the 2. Durant and Green are the forwards. And it's Cousins in at the center. To the inside. Here's Ingram. And that one comes up a bit short. Warriors leading by 5.
And after the Lakers landed LeBron, the talk was about if they would add Kawhi Leonard as well. Ultimately, it didn't happen. The Lakers want to keep their young guns in the end. And LeBron has said he felt that the team was ready without Kawhi and came to the Lakers because of that youthful core they had in place.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
The guys, it seems every season, new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a
杀了那么半
copycat
天，我还以为
It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have,
太厉害了。
the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you. When it comes to veteran players, Brent, on a team, what characteristics make for a good leader for a bunch of young guys under him?
We talk a lot about veteran guys on teams, Kevin, and I think one of the most important aspects to think about is that those veterans have a lot more impact if they're still part of playing minutes for a coaching staff. At some point, 4 or 5 months into a season, when an older player is telling you how to do something and only get a chance to see it during practice or him pointing it out on film when you're playing, doesn't have as much of an impact.
Doesn't resonate
Right.
as much.
When a guy gets 15 minutes a night and you get to see him do those things as a young player from the bench and say, wow, everything he told me on my list, he's checked all those boxes. So having a vet that plays, much more impactful.
Good point. Lakers trail by 6. McGee is screen on Durant. LeBron kicks to Caldwell Pope.
王生吃，
LeBron against Durant.
犯规。
Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. LeBron James second. Rajon Rondo fourth.
And really two terrific distributors. I mean, the first thing you look for in a teammate is the ability to get you the ball, and they both have that down to a T.
The first one falls.
And maybe he's starting to find his form at the line. He certainly had his share of chances.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And Ball subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And then for Golden State, Bell is checked in for Draymond Green.
吃，
And Iguodala in for Kevin
这没有犯
Durant.
规。
And they just cannot seem to get it going so far in this half,
这个
missing
犯
their
规
first
比
two
较难
shots.
了。
And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's
吹
got it.
的还是比较
It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
好。
A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trailblazers. Then on Saturday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Houston Rockets.
And for that game against the Spurs, I think they know how important it is to see how they measure up against the cream of the crop in the West. I'm looking for them to approach it like this is a playoff matchup.
And the Lakers making a change here. Kuzma's checked in. Bell's shot is good.
That's a high percentage score for Jordan Bell, who takes high percentage shots. Well, Steph Curry's quick release makes his three-point shot
湖人队现在得
almost
分点主要还是
impossible.
靠
And
沾
then you
光。
add the fact that Steph can do it off the dribble. So anytime you get somebody shifting their back foot and they're trying to recover, by the time they're halfway there, the ball's already off and on its way. So one of the quickest, one of the more devastating shots in all of basketball.
Hart kicks to James. Just 4 to shoot. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Well, it took 4. They finally got one to go. Still, they need to connect on more opportunities to get this quarter going.
Here's Curry. And James pulls it down. James has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And Curry said in his training he speeds up his release to the point where it's uncomfortable. So in the game, for him, everything slows down.
Yeah, if you look at the numbers, Kevin, his closely guarded three-pointers are just as accurate as when he's got a wide-open three-pointer. No defender within 4 to 6 feet. He's knocking down the same kind of percentage.
我
So
不
the
知道
fact
新
that
赛季
Steph
球哥和
has the
詹皇
ability
会
and
怎
knows
么
to
样，配
practice
合会
those
怎么
sort
样
of things speaks to
空中接力没有达
just how
成。
much he's invested in the shooting craft.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
But sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
Here's Thompson. The rebound by the Lakers.
对
James
方
has
的命
got
中
rebound
率
number
也
8
不
here
高，
tonight.
但是现在关键是这边还没找到，我到目前为止还没有找到较好的
157
攻击
left to
方
play in
式
the。third.
当然，这游戏玩的越多的话，就应该能发掘出来他到底
And the rejection by
怎么攻
Iguodala.
比较好。
Iguodala demonstrating his defensive prowess yet again. Superb reach on that block.
Got that one.
哇，
on
3分
rip.
这么
Curry's
准
got 10.
He's just so efficient, getting his points within the flow of the offense. Great recipe for success.
Los Angeles calls timeout. One of the best NBA athletes of his era, Andre Iguodala, and still you could make the case, Brent, it's his intelligence that's his strongest attribute.
Most of the time, the comments from Steve Kerr or Ron Adams, the defensive guru on the coaching staff, talk about how Andre Iguodala is a coach on the floor. So he's been a great mentor for Klay Thompson and some of the younger players who are coming up and coming along with the Warriors to talk to them about how he thinks, what he sees, and what he does. Big reason why the Warriors have won multiple titles.
分差开始拉大了，
James right side.
这也不追，
And
我
nothing is
靠
going for him
这
right
么
now.
难进，服了。
Iguodala against Stevenson. And Iguodala gets it to go in on the assist by Thompson.
Oh, great ball movement there.
54 seconds left in the third quarter. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And then Iguodala with the dunk.
How about a few tricks still left up the Andre Iguodala sleeve? Incredible at taking his time that time, but still getting to the rim.
That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time.
这个挡拆好像也没有什么
Here's
太大
ball.
作用。
He kicks to LeBron. He gets that one. James has got 9 points now in just the second half.
And really
现在只
scored
能
most of their
靠这
points,
个
but
詹皇
he
生
can't
出来
score
得
all
分
guys.
了
He's。going to have to get somebody else to step up.
Passes it to Thompson. Over Hart. Thompson misses.
And his touch has just been a little bit absent this quarter, and he's missing a ton of shots.
Ball against Curry. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Pass to Hart. Iguodala with the steal. That one doesn't drop. Fell through 3/4 of play. Down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Warriors ahead. They finish off the third quarter with a 13-4 run. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Luke Walton had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, don't give in. Keep playing. We're getting good looks. We're going to start making some of them.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. And it's Stevenson in at the small forward. That's the Laker 5. Lakers trail by 11.
朗多实际上到了湖
Outside
人，
Rondo.
这
Kuzma with the
是
screen
老
for
将
Rondo.。
湖人这赛季我
Kicks
觉
to
得
McGee. Curry with the steal.
可能不太看好，不看好湖人能
Here's
打到勇
Cousins.
士。
Stolen by McGee.
湖人也都是一群老将，说白就是洛杉矶湖人队呢，他们老板想挣钱。
Warriors leading by 11. Here's Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Well, there's a quickness to DeMarcus Cousins' game that you just don't realize. You got to see it in person. Excellent at diving towards the rim and scoring with ease.
Kuzma. And the rejection by Cousins. Outside for Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his third
这
assist
下
on the
完
night.
了，
If you
分
get
差
Steph
差这么
Curry
大。
in catch and shoot opportunities, you just have the feeling he's not going to miss.
And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pitch.
Some guys just take pride in how they set screens. It might seem like a small part of the game, but as you saw there, it can have a huge impact in getting a shooter an open look at the basket.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. And trying to defend the Warriors. All that motion. Brett, how tough is that to defend?
Well, it kills you, Kevin, because it's not like you know if you give up an open shot,
勇
it's
士
going
队
to
不
go
管
in.
是
That
首发还是
happens
板凳
to
啊，
most of the
都是
NBA.
太强
It's the
了。
fact that maybe
就
you're
是一个
2
全
feet
明星
away
啊。
or 6 inches away from getting a steal, and that play costs you, and it just keeps coming at you for 48 minutes. Those devastating shooters, all of that movement, really tough to guard, and everybody in the league's having their troubles with it.
And let's catch up with
我
our
靠
sideline
，3
reporter,
分
David
又
Aldridge.
又进啊！
Steve Kerr talked to his team
能不
during the
能不要
break.
这么假呀，大
Told
哥
him？ one thing. He said, "No mistakes from here on out. You've got a good lead. Don't take chances. No dumb fouls. Smart basketball the rest of the way." Guys,
When Rondo gets motivated, and we've seen that now for a good stretch, he's as valuable as it gets.
Ingram, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma.
Well, last season was just devastating.
又进，
DeMarcus Cousins, a big man with an Achilles tear, and
现在你开始
it's a
虐我
tougher
了。
injury usually for
电脑你开始
a
虐我了。
heavier or taller player, and DeMarcus is both of those. It happened right before the All-Star break. Hated to see it, but happy he's been able to get back on the road to recovery, and hopefully he'll regain his All-Star form.
And they've fallen completely out of sync here offensively. I'm not seeing nearly the same movement or flow that we saw in that first half.
No good from Durant.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts. He's getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to.
Ingram against Curry. Unloads from 9. And it's Ingram missing. And with Cousins and his Achilles, quite often a very lengthy recovery. And you aren't guaranteed, Brent, to be the same afterwards.
No, I think that's the biggest concern, obviously. The one thing that Cousins has, though, is with his size and strength, that if he can get down the floor, he can still dominate from that position. But yes, I'm with you, Kevin. We all are hopeful that Cousins can have the athletic ability and mobility that he had prior to the injury.
And when Ingram is left alone from deep, his eyes light up. His shooting is just out of this world.
Back to Curry. Green, the screen. They double team Curry. 5 to shoot. Stolen by McGee. Here we go, one-on-one.
不行，麦基这速度不行啊！
And there's Caldwell Pope. That's good on the assist by McGee.
And nicely done, running the floor well, then attacking the rim.
Well, the exclamation point in transition with the high percentage finish.
And now Stevenson picks up the foul. That's his first foul. LeBron's checked in for the
双
Lakers.
击快接快那个键了吧？
And it's in there.
假摔，
Draymond Green, we know he plays with attitude and he plays with force. And his teammates appreciate the unselfish approach he has.
Los Angeles calls timeout. You know, Greg, you hear that since Kevin Durant moved to the Bay Area, he's wasted no time making connections and investments in Silicon Valley.
It's interesting. He's reined in his endorsements by over half, but he's so inquisitive. I think meeting these tech luminaries and learning from them was part of the allure of the Golden State.
McGee a screen. Pass to LeBron. Unable to get that one. Nice D from Durant. Warriors leading by 18. Thompson passes to Curry. Green kicks to Curry. Cousins with a screen on ball. 6 to shoot. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Thompson, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Well, whether it's from the three-point line or the top of the key, it's repeatable from Klay Thompson. Beautiful jumper.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a win for the Warriors.
And this was one
它
that
这个
never
NBA2K19 这个
really
游
got
戏需要
down
花
on
时间来
Golden
研
State
究研
going
究
into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much
这
blew
跟
them right
NBA2K18 的
out of the
截然
water.
不同
A，clinic was put on
这
display.
个感觉上是完全
And
不
it'll
同
go
的。
down as their first
比赛
official
感觉
win of the new year.
操控
And
感
one of the
觉。
key components to this
虽然
victory,
他的这
if not
些
the
球队
biggest,
人物
was the
这个球
incredible
员基本
performance
上都
for
一样
Steph。Curry.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
Thompson passes to Cousins. Shoots from the baseline, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
Well, you want to close the door on any type of comeback effort. This has been a vault. Ka-ching.
You're right.
被虐啦！
Down low. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exits.
Now the team came in fired up from the opening tip to see the focus.
看这种3分很难进，他进的几率非常小。
Curry against Ball. Now here's Curry.
好，比赛结束。NBA2K19 的一场完整比赛，打得很烂啊！刚刚入手，刚刚上手，和2K18完全不一样。就需要再熟悉熟悉这个游戏了。好，谢谢大家的收看，然后我们其他的游戏再见。